Hello, everybody. In celebration of the Fiend's appearance, I'm in the dark. Night skin, my lighting's bad. Anyway, so today I'm going to talk about WWE Raw tonight. First off, we heard from Drew McIntyre being a little bitch boy about losing the WWE Championship. So, what happened? The Miz came out and ruined the whole party and says he can be the next champion because he is not Mr. Money in the Bank. As everyone knows, whoever's Mr. Money in the Bank can cash in and have a match or for the world title at any time. And so Drew McIntyre said, screw this, and he just attacked Miz and set up with the Raw officials a match with the Miz. And what else happened that's noteworthy? Of course, there's matches. The first match was the qualifying match for Survivor Series. That's the thing when Raw and SmackDown get together. So who was the first qualifying match? Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles. Pretty good match. Jeff Hardy with high flying moves, and also AJ Styles, who was very, let's say, conceited in the fact that he believed he shouldn't even have to be in the qualifying match. He should just be at Survivor Series just because he is the phenomenal one. At least according to himself. I don't know. I'm not the biggest AJ Styles fan. And, uh, he won with a flying, phenomenal forearm, whatever you call that flying thing. And he won. So we had AJ Styles. After that, we had a okay match, really lackluster match between Lucha Libre Party, I think, and some other people. And R-Truth was involved, and he was gonna get pinned like 20 times. He didn't want to lose that championship. Everyone was trying to pin him. They're all trying to become the 24/7 champion. And that was a funny thing. That was just funny thing. R-Truth getting pinned so many times and kicking out. After that, we had that Firefly family thing, which I still don't get. I don't get what the point of it is. I don't like it really. And Alexa Bliss is there now. And it was just weird. They poisoned one of the puppets with tea. And that was just weird. And they said Ray Wire started beating the crap out of one of the puppets. It was like, I think the PG era is getting weirder now, which I like actually, but I just not a big fan of the butterfly playhouse, whatever. And after that, we had the qualifying match with Elias. And does he really have an album out? Because it seems like a running gag almost, but I can't believe Elias actually makes music because he sucks. His music is terrible, by the way. That's what I've heard. Just him playing on SmackDown and Raw. I just don't like his music. It's terrible. Sounds like a guy in an open mic contest. Elias versus Keith Lee was pretty cool. And of course, Jeff Hardy came and ruined the party. I did not intend to rhyme that. After that, we had more segments. I like when the people talk. The funny one was Asuka and the New Day. That was pretty cool. I like that. Asuka actually has pretty good energy in that bit. And of course, we had a elimination tag team match, which those were pretty cool. With the Hurt Business and Retribution, which that storyline's going pretty good. And I'm surprised they even eliminated MVP and Bobby Lashley because that was so quite a hit. And the ending was kind of lackluster too. It was just a qualification, but win by disqualification, which is like that's kind of stupid. But whatever. I'm not a WWE writer, so I can't say anything. After that, we had more segments, more bits here and there. Finally, we have wasn't the final match. We're getting to it. Before the final match, not segment. There's a segment after the final match, but before it, we're trying to figure out who was going to be on the women's side. So they just announced LT, of course, and be Nia Jax, the other person, I don't remember her name right now, the tag team champions, and Mandy Rose. the other girl. And the fifth person who was going to be on the team was chosen in a Fatal 4-Way match was actually one of the better matches, surprisingly. I don't really consider, I like women in the wrestling, but their matches sometimes aren't as good as the other one, but this one was actually really good. Nikki Cross fucking dominated for like a bit. She took down everybody, and then Lana just won out of pretty much pure luck, uh, capitalizing on a moment. Then, the final match was probably the best match of the night. Matt Riddle versus Sheamus. Now I'm actually kind of like Matt Riddle. The reason I think it was the best match tonight was a good mixture of high flying moves and ground maneuver, which I am a big fan of Olympic style wrestling, like grapples, submissions, and also a big fan of Lucha Libre, where there's a lot of high flying moves, a lot of kicking. That submission had a lot of all that. I had all of it because Matt Riddle, apparently, I think they said MMA fighter, or knows mixed martial arts at least. 'Cause he's pretty good at it. He has some good submission holds, and Sheamus, of course, won because why not? Sheamus is pretty big. People like Sheamus. And then finally, it all ended with the moment of bliss. Now I just love Alexa Bliss, but I just don't like the segments. There's actually something funny that made me laugh. So like they took the set of Alexa, the moment of bliss. I'm like, oh, there's two chairs and a table in the middle. What kind of set is that? It took like 2 seconds and 2 seconds to put up and 2 seconds to tear down. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, yeah. That was really it. This Monday Night Raw was pretty fun. The thing about Raw is sometimes its 3 hour length can kind of bite it on the butt because sometimes you can't fill that thing with all good stuff. There might be a lot of bad stuff, and sometimes the bad stuff overshadows the good stuff. But on this occasion, I think it was all pretty good.